it is given that Mr. Akhil is 2 by 5 times as fast as Mr. Nikhil. In a race, Nikhil has a head start of 100 meters and Akhil beats Nikhil by 100 meters. Then we have to find the length of the race. Now, it is given that Akhil is equals to 2 by 5 times of Nikhil. So, I'll write it as Akhil is to Nikhil will be 7:5. That means the speeds of Akhil and Nikhil is 7:5. These are nothing but the ratio of speeds. Now, also, let us take that the distance is d meters. That means the length of the track is d meters. Now, when Akhil is traveling a distance of d meters, what about Nikhil? He has already taken 100 meters head start and he has lost by 100 meters. That means he'll be behind by 200 meters. So, if Akhil is traveling d meters, then Nikhil will travel d minus 200 meters. Now, but the time taken by both of them will be same. Time will be equal. So, time is nothing but distance by speed. So, here it will be nothing but d by 7 is equals to d minus 200 by 5. If I simplify, we'll get the value of d as 700 meters. So, the length of the track is 700 meters, which is option C.
Question and sentence completion. Dash the galleries at twilight and basking in the glory of the Sistine Chapel without all the tour groups and daytime hordes is an extraordinary experience even for the dash traveler. In this question, observe the movement. Who is doing what? Strolling the galleries at twilight and basking in the glory of Sistine Chapel. This is a meaningful sentence. Strolling means what? Moving, walking down. And here the more important clue is an extraordinary experience even for the dash traveler. So normally moving in a new place is an amusing experience for any new one. Therefore, if it is extraordinary even for the dash traveler, if it is a new traveler, obviously he will be amused. So therefore, for a new traveler, it's not the answer. Even for a gullible, suppose you do not know the meaning of the word, look at the first word, creating galleries. A person who has come as a traveler will not create any kind of gallery of such. And therefore, even if you do not know the meaning of gullible, this B can't be the answer. Now the answer lies between A and D. Strolling is walking at the galleries at twilight and basking in the glory of Sistine Chapel. So this is a possible, even extraordinary, even for the veteran traveler. A person has been experienced so much, even if he feels extraordinary, then this is the right answer. Why not D? This is amusing to all the given categories. Need not be for a native traveler or a new traveler, gullible or veteran traveler. So the best answer here is A, because a veteran traveler, even if he is strolling, walking through the galleries, he too should feel extraordinary experience. Therefore, the best answer is A. Gullible means what? One who easily believes anything. This is a question on logical order or the logical sequence. The given categories are cobra, cricket, fungi, toad and hawk. If you observe the question very carefully, all these are creatures, living creatures. Cobra, living creature, and cricket, those are in cricket fever might think that it's a game. True. Cricket is not, we're not saying it's not a game, but at the same time, here look at other words. Cobra, fungi, toad, hawk, they are all living creatures, and cricket is used in secondary sense. That is, it's a type of creature. Now, observe the question very carefully. Toad is a frog. So, frog is eaten by a cobra. Right. And again, cobra is eaten by a hawk. Hawk is a bird. And fungi is eaten by the creature cricket. Therefore, the sequence is RQSPT. C is the answer. It is a food chain. So, one creature eating the other, preying on other. Hawk is the one, is a bird which eats a cobra or a snake. And cobra in turn eats toad. Toad is a frog. And frog in turn eats cricket. That is again a grasshopper-like creature. And this in turn eats fungi. Therefore, the best answer is R, that is fungi, Q, cricket, then S, that is toad, toad one terms, P, and finally T. C, the best option. Question on sentence correction part. The recent admission by a major mortgage lender that it had filed dubious foreclosure documents is likely to fuel a furor against hasty foreclosures which have prompted complaints nationwide since housing prices collapsed. Whenever you find a question of this nature, identify very carefully where the relative pronouns are used. Relative pronouns, I remind you, words like which, where, what, etc. That they refer to what? Look at the words just before these words like which, where, what, that, etc. Here, is likely to fuel. Which one? The recent admission. This is creating the furor means what? A lot of chaotic condition or total confusion. Now, what has happened here? Is likely to. So A is almost error free. Let us come to the other choices. B, like fueling. Actually, this is a comparison, a wrong comparison, blatantly violating and flouting the rules of the fundamental grammar. Likely to see, like fueling means what? He is comparing a furor against recent admission, which is improbable and illogical. Move on to C. To fuel a furor against hasty foreclosing, like which have prompted. Again, the meaning is thoroughly distorted. The basic understanding of sentence is that the mortgage lender has made an admission, and this is going to create or most likely to create the problem or the confusion. But this meaning is not there. It is totally distorted. Move on to D. Is likely to fuel a furor which has prompted against hasty foreclosure. Actually, what happened is the foreclosures have prompted the complaints. Now, what is he saying? Furor itself is prompting against hasty foreclosure. This is the meaning is not only distorted, it has been thoroughly wiped off what exactly the essence of supposed to be conveyed. So, the best answer here is A itself. It's very clear, straightforward, concise, grammatically error-free. So, in a sentence, you must look for three qualities. One is conciseness. It should be short enough. Where one word will do, don't use second. Second point is grammatically error-free. And third thing is, it should not be misinterpretable. All these characteristics are fully there in A. Therefore, we go with A. A is the best option.